lot of the stuff I did to open my channel was energetic. This is the only kind of physical thing that brought all of that together, and I know there are a lot of you who are wanting to open up, not necessarily to channel for other people. And when I say channel, I don't mean like, you know, out you go and in something else and you're getting this information. I just mean opening yourself up to the larger you, the larger self that exists out there, and opening up to seeing yourself in new ways, and opening up to seeing how things are created, and opening yourself up to seeing how you're created, and how your belief systems are always working, and how everything is an expression of what's going on in here, sometimes in here. So I'm going to give you this little exercise. It's very simple, and here we go. Okay, so you start out, and you're going to hold your, if I can figure out my left and my right on camera here, you're going to hold your both your fingers out, and it doesn't matter if you're standing up, sitting down. I know some people are you know, a little interesting when it comes to can you have jewelry on, and can you have a watch on, and do things like that matter? Those things don't matter. So I believe. So don't worry about that. You're going to just hold your fingers out, and I used to do this exercise in bed at night. Like, I would just sit up and do it. So you're welcome to stand up. I mean, I could do it sitting right here, as I'm going to show you. So the exercise as it was explained to me, and there's something that goes on within the brain, I'm kind of checking in as I'm talking about it, was when you look down and close your eyes, I guess what that does is cause a focus to be right here on the third eye. So that is something that you might want to go ahead and do. But again, if you don't feel like that's something that resonates with you, you don't have to. But look down, close your eyes, hold your hands out, and just for a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes I would say. When I got the exercise, it was a 10-minute long exercise, and I'm always kind of shirking those kinds of things, going, no, just give me the energy of it, and, you know, move all of that stuff out. Time doesn't really matter. So you're going to be doing this, and as you're doing this, you may, I'm laughing because I noticed the other day when I saw myself with a picture with my eyes closed, you may notice there was, when I was real little, somebody told me I had pretty eyelashes, and I had some definite beliefs around what the word pretty meant, and so I was like 4 or 5 at the time, and I cut them. So I was doing this and having a flashback to that. It's kind of cute. Anyway, so as you're doing this, the reason I went to the cutting thing is you're literally, when I sort of checked in and said, what is this about? Is this just like a tuning exercise? And I got, no, it's really kind of a physical metaphor for cutting the ties that bind you, cutting all of the sort of the BS, if you will. You're sort of literally, physically, energetically cutting all of those strings. Some of you may want to invoke the formula around that, because I feel a few of you who feel like you need those strings. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about that. We may have already talked about it by the time you're seeing this, about things that keep you safe and that keep you out of freedom, and limiting beliefs about freedom. Because freedom can be really scary, and sometimes it can feel a little lonely. So people go, I don't want freedom because that doesn't feel good. But really what you're feeling is the limiting belief around stepping into that. So it's kind of like when you're afraid of something, it's not the actual experience, it's the belief you have about the experience that sometimes you're afraid of. So this will help with that. So you're going to do this for about 3 or 4 minutes. And whenever you kind of energetically feel ready, what you're going to do is, it's kind of like, pop your eyes open. Not like that was dramatic. That was hyperbole. Hyperbole action. Spread the fingers. You're sort of making space for everything to come in. And you're going to keep your eyes open. And you're going to do the Kundalini breath of fire, which is basically... That probably looks... Yeah, that did. That looked a little silly. So you may not want to do this in front of people. But basically what the Kundalini breath of fire is, you're going to... Down here in the belly, it's just out, in, out, in, out, in. It's a belly breath, basically. So... And do that. I was watching myself, like, there's some weird, that's an interesting, I could actually see the energy kind of coming in, and I was like, whoa, that's cool, but I'm looking and I'm experiencing, anyway, it's a whole new dimension. So you're going to do that. So the whole exercise in a nutshell is eyes closed, looking down, this for 2 or 3, 4 minutes, and then however long you do that, this. And just match the time. Your intention as you do it, like I said, you're cutting all of the different chords, all of the limitations that you have. You're bringing in, when you're bringing in that breath, you're giving it life. You're giving life to your expanded self. So that's it. It's very simple. It takes a couple of minutes.